Hey everyone, welcome to PRONEWS Global. My name is Zach. Today we're out in Yutenji checking out a creative called OneTwenty. Let's see what he's got.
Oh, beautiful. So just so you know, she's using a 1D mark. I'm in there, man. You think you're in there, man? I'm in there. Dude, I'm gonna outshoot you today, man. You're not gonna outshoot. She's more than an assistant, man. She's
your right.
She's just another. Yeah, she's my right hand man. Dude.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
It's insane. And move closer to me. A little bit more close to me. Right. Bring the hand down a little. Actually.
All right, so I think I'm gonna try to get some photos. Let's see if I can pull this off. I'm not much of a model.
I'm scared to death.
You use one of these chairs, yeah? Okay.
This is my first time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
First time.
No.
Believe it or not. How you doing? Do I just sit here? Hey, it's the atmosphere. Yeah, I feel like it's real. I'm really about to get deep in my head.
Shit. Except for when the focus doesn't focus. Give me your eyes. Bam. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, that's it. That's the money. That's the money. Amazing, dude. All right, let's get you to stand up. I think we've kind of used the hell out of this window. So let's get you to stand up. I want to move. Thank you so much. Can you move this back into where it was so we can go?
You want to hire me? And then they got my song.
From the other side and get nice. Very nice. Be beautiful, man. Can you touch your face a little bit? Kind of like we're gonna get gentle here. Just kind of like you're thinking about something, and just experiment with those movements there. You're thinking about something really big. Give me your eyes. Like I just realized some shit. Yep, there you go. I like that, but to the right. Pardon me.
Like, kind of look into the camera like, what's that? What's inside?
Yeah.
Thank you, appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
All right, I'm Zach with PRONEWS. We're here with OneTwenty. Sky some of this.
What's up? What's got some of this?
Thank you so much for allowing us into your space, your creative zone. I appreciate all the photo shots myself.
Yeah, you look good. You look good.
Hey, I appreciate that. So yeah, I just want to ask a few questions. So normally, when you're working on production, what normally do you consider your role in like the production set?
It's an interesting question. So it kind of it depends on what kind of set it is.
Mm-hmm.
I play a lot of different roles on set. Wear a lot of different hats sometimes. So sometimes I'm the DP. Sometimes I'm the director, and oftentimes I can be PA or just the assistant. So it's really every step of the process that I have a role at this point in my career.
For sure, it's a lot of hats.
Yeah,
You're a busy man.
Hats. I got a lot of hair.
Out here hustling, doing it.
Yeah, man, I'm active.
Love that. Also, how many years you been in Japan?
Japan, a total of 10 years on and off. I went to America, came back a few times, and but Japan is really home, so here I am.
Right, and you told me you're from Georgia, right?
Yeah, I'm from Georgia, from Brunswick, Georgia.
Very cool. What brought you to Japan?
The military.
I see.
Yeah, I was stationed here. They said you're stationed in Okinawa. I had no idea what that was. I didn't know if it was a food or what. And yeah, I stayed here for 2 years. Never went to Tokyo while I was in Okinawa, and came out to Tokyo for college, and I've been here ever since.
Cool.
Yeah,
Man,
I love it.
How you doing it? So yeah, we're looking at your cameras right here. Could you let us know what we're looking at? What kind of cameras
these are my babies. So I have my. I guess we'll start from the left here. We have the 1D Mark IV. It's pretty hard to find now. I don't see too many of them on the market. This is a 2009 camera, but I really like it because it's a SLR camera. It has a mirror in it, so the image quality is a little bit different than with your digital cameras. it's just, you know, when it's noisy, it's a different kind of noise because it's coming straight off of that mirror, and the shadows and light play a lot differently on this camera. Also, it's a bit heavier, so when I do shoot video on it, tends to be a little bit more stable, which is great because it doesn't have in-camera stabilization. So yeah, that's a good workhorse for me, and it looks the part. I look like a photographer when I have that thing. And then this one here to the right is the Sony Alpha 6500. I believe it came out in 2018. It's a pretty good workhorse. Shoots 4K 24 frames per second, 1080 60 frames per second. I got a cage on it to just to give it a little bit more weight. It does have in-camera stabilization, and the lens also has in-camera stabilization. I like to go with the Canon lenses because well, my senpai is a Canon user, so you know, the apple didn't fall far from the tree.
Right.
We've got some small rig handles on here just for my cinema rig to make it a little bit heavier and a little bit more stable as well, so I can control it. I don't need to worry about a tripod with the back. You know, I know about the stabilizers and everything, but I don't like when the batteries die. You know, I can't. So I just go to the gym and eat a lot of protein and get my, and I just only work on arms. You know,
arm day,
so I can so I can carry the stuff. You know, so got a 24-105 EF lens on there as well, 4.0 aperture. And on the 1D, we have a 85mm f1.8 aperture gold ring ultrasonic lens on there. And this is my my newest toy. This is a Carl Zeiss 90mm lens here, and I've got it retrofitted to the Sony. So all combines to give me a pretty heavy duty setup that I can use for pretty much anything.
It's a nice setup you got going on here.
Appreciate it, man.
It looks good.
Ate ramen noodles for a long time to get this.
Haven't we all been there?
Yeah.
That's so true. So yeah, we were talking a little bit of cameras. What do you think is like the strengths and you know, compatibilities to have all these cameras?
I think well, I'll start with the 1D Mark IV. For the 1D Mark IV, I think the strength of it is again that weight. It really does feel solid, and one of the big things is the shutter sound. You know, when you have a camera nowadays, a lot of the newer cameras, the shutter sound tends to be digital, it's electronic, and it's not a real shutter. But with the 1D, that is the for a lot of Canon users, that's the iconic Canon shutter sound. Even on the older versions of the 1D, it really has a snappy, loud shutter sound. So that's one of the advantages. People see you with that, they know, hey, this guy's serious.
Expert.
Another advantage is that the battery life on it lasts a full day. It lasts a full shoot for me. You know, I can go, you know, 6,000 shots with this thing, and it'll still be kicking. And I would say a third and final advantage for it is, again, the mirror inside of it, because a lot of the issues that you have with digital cameras, you don't really have like sensor reading problems, are going to be a little bit different with this. And the shadows and everything just looks a little bit nicer in the grain when you do crank it up on the ISO a little bit. With the Alpha 65, I like the fact that it does the the 4K. The 4K is nice on it. For clients that say, hey, I want 4K, you know, I have it. I like that it's small and compact. You know, if I really break this thing down, it's you know, it's maybe as big as a wallet, you know, and you put a small lens on it, and it's not that big at all. I've got it built out for that purpose, which is also another thing that I like about it, is that you can upgrade it, you can add a lot of pieces to it. It's very compatible with a lot of things. I do not like the battery life on the Alpha 65. The battery life does not last very long. It lasts like maybe...
Was it lithium?
Yeah, it's one of those lithium batteries. It lasts maybe you know, hour and a half.
Right.
You know,
shooting on the 4K too.
Yeah, shooting on 4K, man, it's gone in an
30
hour.
minutes.
Yeah. So that's not a good thing. So that's why I have this external battery pack here to keep it going if I am filming and, you know, I'm in the middle of the shoot. I don't want it to die or anything.
Right.
Another advantage of the Alpha 65, I would say, is I like the color profile of it, actually, and I like the presets that are available. You know, when I don't want to dig around in the settings and do things, I know a lot of cameramen say they kind of say it's taboo to go with that, but I think you can use anything. And so for me, it's more about the vibe, it's more about the setting and how the model looks and what we're trying to create. So those are really handy for fun shoots that we do for ourselves. And I guess a final disadvantage of that camera is that it cannot do 4K 60 frames per second. So although the file sizes are small, 4K 60 frames per second would be nice, because then I can shoot everything in 4K. Oftentimes I find myself mixing the two formats, which it's visible to people that do know their camera work.
For sure. Is there a specific camera you like more than the other? It's a tough question. I know these are your children, and over here telling you to choose.
Man,
I know. I'm sorry.
You know, the camera that I had before these two guys, the Canon M5. The M5, it's even smaller than the Alpha 65 body. It's a tiny little guy. But that camera carried our company through everything. When we just had the one camera, you know, you get the lighting right, you get everything set up, you get the right lens kit on it, and that thing kicks. You know, so it would have to be the M5 for sure. They don't have the native lenses are not very big, but they put out good quality, and I have no complaints about that camera for the price point that it's at.
100. Cool. Well, thanks for the time. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Could we possibly get your Instagram?
Sure.
Check
You can
out what
find
you're doing?
my personal Instagram is OneTwenty360. You spell out the 120 because I'm already 5'5", so I don't want my name to be short as well. So you spell out ONETWENTY 360. If you'd like to find my business page where you can see my photography and videography, cinematography. Sorry, my senpai told me to stop saying videography. Yes. So if you'd like to find my cinematography and photos, you can find them on Lokyo Multimedia JP on Instagram. That's LOKYO Multimedia JP. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. This is OneTwenty. I'm Zach for ProNews Global, and that's it for today. Thank you.
Thank you guys. See you around.